Good morning. Welcome to Business Communications. I am Miss Curry, and it is so exciting and an honor and a privilege to be your instructor for this wonderful course. I wanted to just make a quick video for those of you that are online only, just to kind of welcome you, or for those courses that are not going to meet until next week, but there are things that you could be doing to make your life a little easier leading into next week. I just wanted to start by, and I'm going to be very quick or try to be very quick because I know if this video gets too long, people won't watch it. So I just wanted to remind you on the course homepage, there is a link over to your syllabus. It will stay there the whole time. There's also the syllabus tab over here that you're able to utilize if you need to. My office hours are also there, but I pretty much try through the day, Monday through Friday, to get back with students as quick as possible. You can email me to get in touch with me. My email is there. You can also call or text using that number underneath the email. And anytime that you want to do an individual Zoom meeting, you can check your homepage for a link and we can do an individual Zoom meeting. And if we have a live synchronous class time that you're supposed to be a part of, that's how you would join. So I just wanted to hit that briefly. In this course, you always want to go through modules. Don't try to go through assignments. That's only going to cause glitches for the connection with the lab software. So please always try to go through modules. And then I just want to briefly talk about what you need to be focused on between now and next week. The top module that you see here is all about Cengage Unlimited. That's where you're going to get access to your textbook as well as the software that you are using, MindTap, for your labs and for your weekly assignment that you do that's correlated with that. It's like a subscription. It's kind of like a one-time, one-stop fee, and you can pay for that. And then if any of your other classes are also using a Cengage product, then you don't have to pay for each of those classes. You can kind of pay one for the textbook for each of those classes or the lab. You can pay this one fee, and then anyone that's using a Cengage product, you can join that through this one-time fee. And you're going to want to watch the video, kind of read up about it. There's also information in the syllabus about it. And so once you make your decision, if you want to do that for a semester, or I think you can go all the way up to a year or 18 months, that's totally up to you. If you don't think you'll use it for another class, then obviously you wouldn't want to do that. But you're going to want to read through that information as well as this video down here in week 1 introductions that says watch before you begin. All of that's going to kind of help you with Cengage. The best way to join Cengage, though, is to actually scroll down here to week 2, click on that first reading assignment or any assignment, but the reading assignment is one connected with MindTap. And when you click that MindTap assignment for chapter 1, and it begins to launch you into MindTap, it's going to prompt you for your personal information as well as your access code. And to me, students that do it that way have fewer glitches registering. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out using that information I showed you earlier. Okay, so the main thing, though, that I just wanted to talk about, and I sent the email about, is this week 1 with introductions. We do an APA paper in the course. We do it as teams, and there's a reason for that. A huge part of this course is communicating, obviously, and communicating in teams is a whole chapter. And so we do this in teams to kind of take care of that checkbox. And then also we do a whole chapter on reports and writing business reports. So this kind of kills two birds with one stone. It is not a massive APA paper. If you will look at the tab here that says APA topics and basic information, and click on that at the bottom, once you look through the topic choices, you'll see we're only talking about a title page, a brief summary, and then 3 to 5 pages. Most people settle right in there. Some write 3, some write 4. 5 is kind of going out there for some. And then, of course, your references. And so we'll talk more about the APA paper as we really get started. But for today, the biggest thing is that you just choose a topic and join one of these teams. So you're going to join the team, whichever topic interests you the most. You'll see here there are 5 to choose from. Read these short synopses. It kind of gives you direction for which way you're going to be heading for your research. You're going to read through those. And then once you read through those, you're going to think, okay, what really interested me was the baby boomers and millennials with skills gap. And so you're going to look at that and say, okay, I want to join team three. So then what you're going to do is, if you'll see over here on the left-hand side, I'm not going to hit it because when I do, my people's tab pulls up a lot more information than your people tab does. And so I don't want to share anyone's private information with that. So if you click on that People tab, though, it will launch you over to where you're going to see two tabs that you can choose from, People, and the other one is either Groups. On some it's labeled Groups, some it's labeled Project Groups. Click that, and when you click that, then you will see these five labels, Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, Team 4, and Team 5, and you can self-enroll. They are maxed out at 5 per topic because really it starts to stretch the paper too much if you have more than 5 working on the one paper. But neither do I want anyone trying to carry this paper on their own or just between two people. That gets a little bit more difficult. All right, so once you self-enroll, you're going to go back here to that same module that we were just looking at. And the next thing for attendance verification is that you submit your team information. So I'm just going to click on that and show you what that is. And so it's 5 basic questions. So once you sign up for a team, you can then communicate through Canvas with your team. You can chat with them through Canvas, do a group chat. You can do a group email, and you can start the dialogue with them. And so when you do that, over the next couple of days, then you're going to just simply answer which team are you on. Okay, I'm on team 3 with baby boomers and millennials and skills gap. Who is your team leader? We decided John would be. And let me just pause here. Team leader is not person that does all the paper or 90% of the paper. Team leader is just simply the person that is designated to kind of keep the communication going if it gets where it's not going, and then also to be the one selected person to submit things for the team. This particular thing for verification has to be submitted by every person, each individual. So then your address is put in there, list the other team members. John, David, Lisa, and Greg are also on my team. And then how do you plan on communicating with your team? We've discussed this, and we're going to meet via Zoom every week just to touch base and see what needs to be happening with the paper. Okay, there's a number of ways that are listed there that you can communicate, though. It doesn't have to be through Zoom. And then you're simply going to submit that. And I want that done by the 17th. And that way I can attendance verify you for the course. And that's pretty much all you need to be worried about for this week. Hooking up with Cengage so you're prepared once next week we get into chapter 1, so you can get into your chapter assignment, and then taking care of this APA sign up, okay, and signing up for your teams. So, and then next week we'll actually start getting into your chapter. Again, a lot of times when I first publish this, I don't like to publish it until we're actually meeting on campus, but because you're probably an online student, I just wanted you to know that it can look very overwhelming, but there's a lot of information in each module. Some you will choose to use, some you won't. There's a lecture video, but if you're meeting with me live synchronous, you may not want to ever watch the lecture video. There's chapter reading. I have students that read it word for word. I have students that skim it, and I have students that try not to touch that. I think you would want to at least get in there a little bit because it's going to help with that chapter 1 assignment. And then we always have a Canvas quiz. The Canvas quizzes for grammar aren't worth a lot in the class, so don't let it scare you too much. A few of them can be a little bit difficult. It's just to kind of build your grammar muscles. It's just enough and counts just enough to keep you moving and wanting to do it. But we can't really be good writers if we don't have good grammar. I mean, think about it. If you go in to purchase something on a website and there's a ton of misspelled words, you get a little leery, don't you? And then this is extra credit. If you want to do this, you can. You don't have to. And then there are some extra study tools that are available. So it seems like a very overwhelming module when you pull it up, like, oh my word, look at all the work I have to do week 2. But really, it just pares down to these 2 assignments under week 1 activities. The other is extra added stuff to help you. All right, so I think I've said what I needed to. That hopefully with the email with those directions sent out has cleared some things up. I will obviously be in communication with you more next week. And if this didn't help and you're still confused, please, by all means, reach out using that information on the course homepage.